All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Gems of War video. In this video, I have for you my strategy guide for the Raid Boss event. The Raid Boss event is one of the 5 week-long rotating guild events. This video is designed to give you all the tools you need to excel in the Raid Boss event, regardless of the current Kingdom of the Week. As this video is recorded, the Kingdom of the Week is Draxium, which means my options of troops and weapons are restricted to the Kingdom of Draxium. In this video, I will focus on the amount of damage you need to do your share for your guild, how many gems you should plan on spending in the event shop, what is and is not important for the Raid Boss event captain, and how to build teams for the Raid Boss event that will not let you down. Each day during the event, you'll receive 4 battle sigils and can gain more battle sigils from the Val Ravens as well as the event shop. Battle sigils carry over from day to day. However, once the event is over, any remaining battle sigils will be lost, and you will begin the next Raid Boss event with a new stack of 4 battle sigils. To complete the event with all rewards earned, your guild must do 1.7 million damage to the boss, which is an average of 56,667 damage per guild member if your guild is full. You will start the Raid Boss event at Stage 1, and will fight 10 battles to progress to Stage 5. These initial 4 stages need to be completed for you to gain any of the rewards earned by the guild. However, you will not do any damage to the boss in these stages. Once you complete Stage 5 for the first time, with the event captain lineup, you will do 160 points of damage to the boss. The next time you complete Stage 5, Sithrax will be 5 levels higher, and you will do 20 points of damage to the boss more than the previous time. Over-damaging Sithrax during the actual battle will not result in a higher score for your guild, so you don't need to focus on doing that. If you want to complete your share of the event, you need to purchase the first 3 tiers from the event shop for 250 gems. These 3 tiers will not only include 1 copy of the event captain, as well as the new legendary tier weapon, but you'll now have the requisite number of battle sigils where 56,667 damage to the boss is possible. I personally recommend purchasing Tier 4 for an additional 250 gems. This will give you enough copies of the event captain to ascend the event captain from epic to legendary tier, and from there you can either use an Orb of Ascension to ascend the event captain to mythic, or obtain the requisite copies by purchasing Tier 5 and Tier 6 for an additional 850 gems. Let's take a closer look at the event captain. The event captain for the current Raid Boss event will have twice the normal magic stat. In addition, as long as you have at least 1 copy of the current event captain in your team, your score will be doubled. The reason why ascending the event captain to mythic is important is because the spell damage multiplier versus bosses increases from ×3 to ×5 based on the captain's rarity, and it is imperative that you eliminate Sithrax from the battle first, as it has a spell that can instantly kill a targeted troop on your side. Use your event captain's spell to eliminate Sithrax first, then clean up the remaining troops afterwards. As for the traits, only the first 2 apply at all to the Raid Boss event. The third one multiplies spell damage to bosses, and Sithrax will always be in the last position. I do not think it is advisable to attempt to pull Sithrax to the first position or plan on eliminating it last, as either scenario will allow Sithrax to charge its mana much faster than if it's buried in the last slot. However, I do recommend activating all 3 traits so that the event captain's power will count as a fully traded troop when it comes to increasing the relevant kingdom's power. For most events, I like to draft 2 teams, an early team and a late team. The early team is the one I use when the event enemies are very weak, and I just need to power through as quickly as possible. The late team is for when the enemies are stronger, and I require either a more durable or a more focused team to ensure that I win. So, the first troop or hero class that I look for is the one that gives my event captain a 50% mana start. This would allow my event captain to charge up and knock out Sitharax quickly. My current event captain is a dwarf and does not have a second troop type. Therefore, the only troop that would give to Ramhorn a 50% mana start is King Pyforge. Unfortunately, he hails from Katsiel and is not an option at this time. Instead, I am placing the Brown Gem Dragon and the Alithian Servitor in my first two slots. Not only do both damage all troops on the other side, but they also do not mana block each other, even though they cover 5 of the 6 mana colors. I did put the dragon in the first slot as it has better defensive traits than the Servitor. My hero is in the third slot and has the new weapon that can explode brown gems and quickly charge the dragon. My event captain is in the last slot as he only needs to be in the team to double my score in the initial Sitharax battles. I'll switch to my late team once the dragon and Servitor can no longer clear the opposing side of the board themselves. My late team would normally include a former Godslayer. However, while one is available, Moira Craghart's spell converts away the green gems I need to power Ramhorn. Fortunately, Chris Hound is a better option anyway. Chris Hound's spell halves an enemy's armor and life, and should be as effective as the event captain on first cast, and potentially more effective as the event approaches the weekend stretch. Meanwhile, I switched my hero to the Doomed Blade, so I still have 2 troops that hit all enemies. It converts red gems to Doom Skulls, but I will not need to use the red gems anyway. I also switched my hero to the Spirit Walker class to take advantage of the class's initial Leaf Storm and bonus green mana. It's also worth noting that the Chris Hound also gives me a bonus for brown mana. Based on previous raid boss events, I have no doubt that this team will perform very well. So, let's review. You should buy up to either Tier 3 or Tier 4 so that you can do your share for the damage for your guild. Ascend the event captain to Mythic, get the event captain up to level 20, and unlock all 3 traits. When building your team, look for troops and hero classes that can give your event captain a 50% mana start, as well as other available troops with the Godslayer trait. If all else fails, check your options and think outside the box. This takes practice, but it's worth it. Also, build a fast team for early battles and a more meticulous team for later battles, and always take out Sitharax first and mop up the remaining troops. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe to this channel, and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And in the comments below, let me know any tips or suggestions for the Raid Boss event that you think I missed, and I'll see you in the next video.